and welcome to this video. This is going to be in tandem with the Divine Partnership Coaching videos, but it also works well as a standalone. And what I just briefly want to talk about are some signs and indications of knowing when you are in alignment, which is a term that I use quite often, and it, as far as I know, was originally sourced from Abraham Hicks. And what it means is that you are in alignment with your inner being in the universe. And it's also, this is going to be an oversimplification no matter which way I do it. And there's really a certain amount of it that it's really going to click in when you hit points of alignment. Now, the best indications for me personally are, one, I feel inspired. Not, I mean, and motivated is in there, but inspired, like the word inspired means in spirit. Like, I feel inspired to do things. I don't feel obligated to do things. I don't feel like, I might say, oh, I'm going to go work in the garden because it feels like a fun idea. It feels like a nice idea. It feels like there's something about that is in alignment with me. Rather than, oh, I better go work in the garden because if I don't, the weeds will grow big, blah, 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 right? I'm going to go work in the garden, right? For me, it's also, there's a certain degree of playfulness. Now, that could just be me. I have noticed, however, that when clients that I work with and friends and family are in alignment with their inner beings, they tend to be playful too. You can also generally feel a sense of gratitude and ease and deep appreciation for yourself, for the things around you. And I mean, those are just the feelings. Now, the cool part is when you are in alignment with your inner being in the universe, you are usually also simultaneously in a state of ease, which usually it's referred to as a path of least resistance. I like to say the path of ease. It's more accurate. And when that happens, you are, as Abraham says, you are going with the flow. You are going downstream thoughts, downstream feelings. And, rather than fighting the current, you're just kind of floating along, and sometimes the water picks up pace and sometimes it slows down. And either way, you just ride it. You just ride it. And that stream, you could consider being, you could consider it to be like a combination of your vortex and like a collective vortex, like a manifestation of, like if you took a video game and in the video game it gave you little, like you put that you wanted hints on where to go next, like the stream that you get in, it takes you where you need to go. And there'll be a little beaver dam when you need to get off for a minute and check out what's going on, and it just feels right. Like I've done some videos already about learning about your emotional GPS or your vibrational positioning system, and that's where you really get into value of seeing, like, where are you? Are you in alignment? Are you not in alignment? What's going on? Because when you are in alignment, then the fun things happen. You might be walking along and find $10. You might find a beautiful feather that is almost perfect. You might notice synchronicity. In fact, you are very likely to notice synchronicities, especially in terms of numbers, which is a universal language, and it's one of the easiest ways for spirit to reach out to us because we use numbers so much. You might get more visions and ideas and things that you want to jot down. You're going to rendezvous with other people that are also in alignment, and then when you meet with them, you get a synergy going on, and you brainstorm things, and because you're also in what's called receptive mode, you hear things spoken by others and catch the messages in them for you. And the more momentum you get going on with that, the more fun happens. Because it's when you're in receptive mode that you are, as Abraham says, ready to be ready. And you allow things to come to you, allow good things to happen, you know, because most of the time, like, we confuse ourselves by thinking, oh, well, good things don't happen to me. Well, it's that thought right there that prevents them from happening. It's such a silly and absurd thing, but it really is there. When you no longer get in your own way, plenty of good things happen. In any case, I'm going to keep this one real short, so please let me know if there are any further details that I can provide, and check out some of the other videos I've done, and please, you know, spend lots of time. Abraham Hicks, Eckhart Tolle, Sadhguru, there are plenty of people to listen to that are certainly a lot pithier and more colorful than I am.